Choosing a pipe for your plumbing project can be easily done by going to your Plumbing tab, then go to your Libraries panel and select the down arrow. We'll click on the Pipes button, and as you can see we have our Pipes Library window. At this time we have our Viega-Pex barrier in our Project tab, but if you'd like to choose another, we can select our Database MC4 tab, and as you can see we have a large variety of pipes to choose from. For instance, if we would like to choose the ASTM Echo Flex Potable PEX, we'll just simply left click, and you can either click the button in Project or simply right click and select in Project. We'll go ahead back to the Project tab, and as you can see the ASTM Echo Flex Potable PEX pipe is now inserted into our Project tab. Under your description, we have our different sections such as pipe family specifications, which we have our description, the ASTM EchoFlex, our code, our measuring unit type, which is in weight, but if you like, you can also switch it to length, area, or volume. We also have our material, which is a high density polyurethane, or we can also have a cross-linked. We'll choose the high density. And we also have our diameter class, which we have several to choose from, or we can go to our database where we have much more. We also have our manufacturer. We can choose Viega, generic, Uponor. We'll just choose generic. We also have our insulation, and if you go to our database MC4 tab, you have 4 different options to choose from. We'll select the thermal single foam insulation. For our heat loss, we can go to our Database MC4 tab, and if we would like, we can select from any of these below to choose your heat loss. And as you can see down here in our bottom window, we have an image where the hatched area would be our insulation, and this would be our pipe. If you go to our supply, we can actually choose our colors. In this case we have red, but if you like we can change it to yellow, green, etc. We'll just use the default as red. Our line type, we'll just select by layer. We also have our line scale, which we'll leave as the default as 1, but if you like we can either raise it or lower it by using the up and down arrows. Then we also have our supply for cold, which is the same as our supply hot, and the same for our recirculating line, which is labeled quote settings. Our final section is a quote by piece, a standard length of pieces by feet. If we enable the box, we can actually change the value. For instance, we'll use 20 feet, which basically means when we print out our bills of material, our pipes will be broken down into 20-foot sections and being priced at that length. We also have our upper diameter length for bending, which is 1 inch. But if we would like, we can change it to 1 1/4, 1 1/2, or whatever best benefits our project. And finally, we have our default joint type for elbows. At this point, we have no joint, but if we like, we can switch it to flange, welded, threaded female, etc. We'll just choose flange, and then we can simply click apply, and then finally OK to confirm.